I just received the summer subscription box from Archer and Olive, and I'm going to be doing an unboxing and giving you my thoughts about whether or not I believe it's a good bang for your buck. So stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Tracy and I am a girl with plans. So this is my first actual subscription box purchase from Archer and Olive where I've actually signed up for the subscription. I have gotten some subscription boxes in the past in the form of mystery boxes when they were heavily reduced, and those were like the least popular ones that they couldn't really sell. I was happy with those, but I got them so heavily discounted. I mean, of course I was gonna be happy with them. And then I also purchased their self-care box earlier this year. That was just a one-off box, so you purchased that once. I believe that one was about $70. I believe I could use a discount code with that one though. And again, I think that was a great bang for my buck. This one is my first time actually doing the subscription. So the Archer and Olive subscription, it is $79 a month. I mean, $79 a quarter. Sorry. I would not do it for $79 a month. It's $79 a quarter. You do have the option to cancel or to skip, I believe. And then you do have to pay for shipping. I will say I was confused about that because when it's in your cart, it tells you, hey, you're like $20 away from free shipping. So I'm like, oh, I really want this journal. Let me go ahead and add it. Yeah, it won't work like that. Even though it gives you like you're so much away from free shipping, the subscription box is completely separate. So it will always add the $10 for shipping because of the subscription box. So my total all in was 90 bucks. You cannot use any discount codes at all. And even though I am an affiliate for Archer and Olive, I do not get discounts on subscription boxes. So I paid the same amount. So with that said, as I go through this today, I'll be telling you whether or not I think the value is there. Obviously, I think it's there for me, but I feel like each person is different. You have to see each item. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to tell you the price of it on the Archer and Olive website. But what I want you to do is not think about that price overall unless it's a price you're willing to pay. If you're willing to pay that price in full or with the 10% discount, if you use my discount code, then, that can kind of help. But for a lot of people, sometimes those prices are a little bit much. So I put a personal value on each item. When I'm looking at whether or not I want to purchase it, I'm like, hey, if that item was on sale, because usually I only buy items that are on sale, how much would I be willing to, how low of a price or how high of a price would it be for me to actually say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and add that to my cart? So I actually went through and did that for everything. And if I did not like an item, even though I may use it, I still gave it a value of a 0. So that's how I do it, because sometimes when you watch unboxings or when you see like photos on the internet, you get that FOMO experience. But I do think it is important to kind of just evaluate your personal value of each item to see if it really is worth it, because $90 is not cheap, guys. All right, so with that said, you saw me unwrap it. It comes greatly packaged. You can see it's so full. It's like packed to the brim. I can tell right here. It did come in a shipping box. So there we go, y'all. The big reveal. I'm going to take everything out of the box and put it on my desk, and then we're going to go ahead and do some unboxing. All right, guys, can we just first, before we even unbox it, just admiring how, first of all, you saw how the outer box was sealed, and that actually came in a separate shipping box, and then everything here is sealed as well. So everything is very well protected. It's something that I really do like about Archer and Olive. Everything just comes very luxurious. All the boxes are gorgeous. We'll take a closer look at all of those. So I have done my homework, and as of filming, this actual subscription box is still available. Remember, it is a subscription box, which means with purchasing this, you are agreeing to a reoccurring quarterly subscription, but you can cancel it at any time. And I believe there is a skip feature. You have to skip by a certain date, though, if you don't want the box. So, yeah. If you're interested in it, I will have the link down in the description box. You cannot use discount codes on subscription boxes, but I would really appreciate it if you would consider using that link, because I will earn a small commission for any purchases, regardless of whether it's a subscription or a regular purchase, using that link. And if you don't want to get the subscription, but you want to buy something individually, you can use a discount code on most other items, and that is AGWP, and that will save you 10%. Okay, So let's start with this, because I might need this to show this. Or I might pull out another one if this is super cute. Now, I've seen some sneak peeks, but this is a memo pad. I do want to say, I know a lot of these unboxings are out there on YouTube. So if you're watching this, thank you so much, because I know there are so many options. And I do appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. It means a lot. Watch me struggle getting things out of the packaging. Okay, so this is the notebook. So this is more, I'm so bad with describing stuff, but this feels like a canvasy type cover. So this will protect it somewhat. And the paper in here is almost like school paper. I guess it's college ruled. And then on the back, it's like grid. So that's pretty cool. This is a pretty cool little notebook. It's pretty thick. I don't know if it says how many pages are on here. It doesn't. However, I did price everything. So not these particular items, because the items in the subscription boxes usually are, you know, just in the subscription box. So you usually cannot buy these by itself, but you can buy other ones with like other icons. So like their memo pads, which is what this is, goes for $15 on the website. I probably wouldn't purchase one of these from the website. So when I was looking at personal value, I did not include this in my personal value cost because I wouldn't buy it. But we are going to use this for the next thing, which are highlighters, dual tip pens, chisel and fine liners. So usually, if you're familiar with Archer and Olive, you get either acrylographs or calligraphs. I have not purchased any kind of pen since they started putting these little names on them. So that's kind of cool. But this, I believe, is new for Archer and Olive. So this is your fine tip. And then this end is almost like a highlighter tip, or chisel tip. But let's go ahead and, woo, everything's gonna be rolling. So this is a gray. Maybe this is new gray. Yes, here are the colors here too. Or is this eucalyptus? This might be eucalyptus. Oh gosh, this is going to be a struggle for me to figure out what it is. Because when I took them out, they all got mixed up. This looks more like new gray, which has almost like a brown gray hue, except for the fine tip. This one is going to be green tea. I guess we'll just start with there. Ooh, that's pretty. I don't think I have anything. I have a lot of Tombos, and I have some knockoff Tombos. Oh, wait a minute. It might not. That does like green tea. So what is this? Is that green tea? So I'm confused by the colors already, y'all. I don't know what the colors are because it looks like these colors are not, they don't seem like they're matching this. Do they? Am I like, did I get different colors? Because these do not match this. Okay, this must be barely pink, although it is barely pink. It's pretty, like more of a neutral tannish color. I don't know if this is green tea. Like, what is Salted Sea? I guess Salted Sea is that one, but to me that looks more like green tea, but that is clearly green. Y'all, I'm confused. I like the colors though, so that really doesn't matter, but I am so confused with the names. I'm going to have to like look online to see, because you can see, if you can see, I'm hoping that that's showing up pretty well on the screen. It's a little bit different. So I think that's Eucalyptus New Gray, barely pink. And then this is where the Salted Sea and the green tea are confusing me, because that definitely looks like green tea to me, which means I don't know what that one is. So yeah, we'll see. Regardless, I like the color, so I'm not mad about it. I just don't know which one's which to put my little labels on, because the colors don't exactly appear to match 100% with the box. We'll see. Okay, washi. Oh, okay. So because this is a new product, I'm not sure how much it's going to go for, but I will tell you like a 5-pack of the acrylographs or the calligraphs usually go for $21. So that's the price. And I'm assuming these are going to be around that price as well. Especially because they're dual tipped. So we'll just go with that. My personal value, I probably would pay like $11 or $12 for it. I mean, that's how much I pay for Tombows. So that's my personal value. Okay, and then here is washi. Now, on their website, washi sets kind of vary in price, but most of them go for $15. The other ones are a little bit higher, but these are probably going to be your $15 washi tapes. I will tell you the paper for the memo pad. You can see it doesn't like go through. It is good quality paper. Which, I mean, why wouldn't it be? It's Archer and Olive, right? Okay, so this is like a time washi. So it's perfect if you want to, like, if you're doing bullet journaling or anything like that, or you want to turn a vertical planner into an hourly, you can use something like that. And then to go along with that could be like these little check boxes. Look how pretty those are. Now I have quite a few rolls of Archer and Olive washi that I've gotten from mystery boxes over the years. So that's just a ruler that's in centimeters. I guess it would. I mean, you could actually use it for measuring purposes. Okay, and then we have that, which is kind of the general aesthetic of the box. But what I do want to do is I've never had washi that you write on. So I actually did pretty good. It smudged a little bit, but that was pretty fast. Okay, so you can write on this pretty well. Okay, I was just curious about it. All right, so like I said, for usually a 4-pack of washi is $15 on the website. I probably would pay, I don't know, I would go for 10. $2.50 a roll seems reasonable. So that I would almost pay almost what they're going for there. Okay. Now we'll go with the sticker set. I'm going with, you know, the small things before we get to the large ones. Okay, let me make sure. Yes, I am forgetting. I did not pull everything out. Okay, so these sticker packs, so you get two different sheets, but you get 2 identical pieces each, so it's 4 total. And their sticker kits go for $11 on the website. I would probably only pay a few dollars for it. Just because, you know, I love my stickers. I have so many sticker books. So this is more of me not really needing stickers, but I really do like these stickers. So I don't know if you guys can see, but this is a mood tracker. So it's like a monthly mood tracker. So you can come in each day. So it's 1 through 31. And remember, now you have 4 of them. So you have enough for a third of the year. And then you can go ahead and mark whether you go from happy, so I guess that's more angry, from happy to angry. So you have, what, 6 little faces there. And these are the colors of the, it looks like they're the colors of our acrylographs, -1. Yes, I'm checking. Okay, so that might be the green tea. I just don't know what that one is, y'all. I'm going to keep, that's just going to be bugging me. And then you have these clipboard stickers. Those are really, really cute. So they're like little box stickers, but they're like in like little notepads. And the same thing here, like little file folder shape box stickers. And then we have habit trackers. Again, everything is the same like color scheme. So it matches your washi. It matches your dual tip pens. And then this is like one of those, I guess, if you wanted to do a year in pixels type thing, this just makes it easier for you so you don't have to actually draw all the boxes. So you have January through December and then 1 through 31. So you could do that for anything. You can do that for reading. You can do that for working out, for getting so many steps in, if you're trying to track your steps, anything. So if you want to do a year in pixels, here you go. And in all honesty, if you know that you're going to be starting this in July, you can start it in July. And then when December comes, you can just start back over in January to figure, fill it in. Or you can just somehow redate the top and make it July through June. but I would probably just start with July and then end. Just keep going around until everything was full. So these are cute. I might actually be using some of these because I do plan to get a little bit more into bullet journaling, probably not until next year. But there we go. Okay, so we've gotten through a lot of the little things, and I actually like all of the little things. I really like those stickers, actually. Okay, this was one of the reasons that I had to get this, and this is probably the one item that will probably end up showing up in the shop, will be my guess. So I don't know the price of this because it's a new item. It is a B6 size stencil. However, they do have a, let me cut this. They do have an A5 size stencil in the shop. And that one is going for $19. So my guess is this is probably going to be closer to $21. That's just a guess. I mean, I guess it could technically be $19, but that's what we're going to go with. We're going to go with, because it's bigger than what is the A5, my guess is it's going to be a little bit more. But you can see, I don't know if you can see it better when it's on here. So you have all these different shapes here. You have your check boxes, your check circles. You have like a little hexagon. And then here is your centimeters. And then here are the box sizes. So when you have an Archer and Olive notebook, now you can kind of tell, and you can help center it a little bit easier than actually manually counting, which is what I do every month when I am setting up my calendar in my reading journal. So this is going to be such a good help. And yes, even though it is a B5, I always say, if this is something specific that you are going to be interested in, instead of buying the whole subscription box, I would try to hold out until you can get the larger size, the B5, and don't go for the A5 just yet, because this will also work in an A5. It's almost like the Happy Planner punch. You should always just go for the larger one, even though you use primarily a classic, because you never know when you're going to want the bigger size, and you can use the bigger size for smaller books, but you can't do it the other way around. Okay. So yes, and I love this box. I am not getting rid of some of these boxes. This box I'll probably get rid of, but this box I am not getting rid of. That is just too cute. Okay, we're getting ready to get to the fun stuff. Okay, so we'll start with this, and then we'll do the journals at the same time. This was another reason why so basically the next 4 items were like what sold me on the box. But then I liked all the other items too. Actually, so it was like the last 5 items. No, 4 because of this. Okay. Okay. This is a journal case. Again, cute cover. Cute box. I'll probably keep the box. And look, y'all. You get like, what do you call these? The pad folios? I know they call them journal cases, but I'm, showing my age and saying this. They used to call these the pad folios, right? So it zips. You can put your journal in here, and then you have pockets. Let's do what we did with my Notique. So this goes way down. Let's see how far down this one goes. Okay, that one goes, this pocket is that deep. This one is deeper. That's what we're gonna say. And then this is pretty much the width of this. So interesting. Okay, so that was pretty much perfect. And then you have your little loops to put any type of pens, or your new, I don't know, I could call them dual tip pens, but I want to call them highlighters. And then of course you can use this to put washi on if you want. So this is super cute. I like the look of it. I love the spine, because on your shelf it'll actually look like a book. So that's what it looks like. We will test this out in a moment. I'm going to set this aside for now. And now we're going to open up the first of the 2 journals. Now I have quite a few unused journals. I think I have 3 A5s that are not used as of yet. I do have plans for 1 next year that I know of. And then there's some others, so I don't know. We'll see. So again, this is a pretty basic type box, but it still has a pretty cool aesthetic. Has a little grid. All right. Everything just smells so new. Look at this, y'all. Isn't this so cute? It's heavy. Look, it's a composition book. And then, you know, over here they use the gold foil to like kind of set off the inside cover. So it's only on this one, on this side, on this inside. Sometimes they have like the Archer and Olive florals or some other designs. So this one has the paper clip. So this is more of like, I would say like a more gender neutral type aesthetic. So then you have your dot grid pages. And they usually tell you on the box, where did you see with the bottom? So this is 192 pages and it's ultra thick 160 GSM, which is what all their notebooks are. But yeah, like I said, this one is 192 pages. You can see she's a little thick. Oh, let's try this one out with our cover. I'm gonna move all this stuff aside for a minute. Putting stuff on my lap. Yep, that's how I roll. Okay, so I guess you just do this. Yeah, she's thick. There we go. Oh my gosh, the new smell. So we can put that in there. We can put, you can put these in here. These are a little long. I probably actually wouldn't be putting washi in here. If I take something on the go, I don't take my washi ever on the go. I never have. I don't even take stickers with me on the go because if I'm going to be planning on the go, I'm probably going to be planning and not decorating. But you see how everything fits there. And then if we just want to throw a regular pen in there just so you can see for height purposes, there we go there. So it definitely fits like pens and stuff a little bit better than this if you want to use this for actual washi. Because if you wanted to use it for washi, you wouldn't be able to probably put, where are my acrylographs? I think they got, I keep them laying flat. Like I know the acrylographs and the coleographs, you're supposed to keep them down like this. So I have some stuff on top of them right now. So sorry guys. But I think they're about the same size. So, and then you can always just do this for the washi. As long as it goes flat, it'll do that. I guess we can use a thicker washi, but it still should go flat. Let's see. Because these would be the two that you would probably want to take if you were going to take it, because it does help with your functional plan. Now this might not work. Yeah, that's not going to work. The thick one is not going to work because it just won't lay over. But the thin ones will lay flat like that. So then that will work. Unless I wasn't doing it right, which is always possible. I still don't think it, yeah, it's not. Okay. So your thinner washi will go on there perfectly fine if you did want to take your washi with you. But yeah, this is super cute. I love it. I love this even more. So we were talking about prices. The covers, they do not have, I don't know, the closest thing I could find is they had like a vegan leather cover that was like just plain and simple. I don't know if that would be valued more or not, but the price of that was $43. I could see this being in that type of ballpark. I can see it being around like $43. Would I pay that much? Probably not. Honestly, I probably would get it for $15. I might get it for more than that, but like just thinking off the top of my head. And then your A5 notebooks, as they call them, notebooks, not journals, go for $35. I do think that the price is justified because these are really good notebooks. I use really thick markers in mine, not like a black Sharpie, but I use like really good markers, and I don't have any bleeding. So I do say that the price is comparable to the quality. However, I have never bought a notebook at full price from them, I have to admit. So I probably wouldn't, although I am tempted by one design that's on there now. I don't know what I did with the top. Oh, here it is. So it would be cool if the top looked like that too, but it's fine. It'll still be cute on my shelf. Okay, one more thing, guys. This video is taking so long because of all my excessive commentary. Okay, so we can already see that this is a dot grid. So everything is dot grid. I like dot grid. I wouldn't be opposed to grid. You know, like the notepad, the back of the notepad. I wouldn't be opposed to that either. I don't like lined. I do have some lined journals. Now, a B5 goes for $39. So just for comparison purposes, I added everything up, and based on what things are on their website, this box of B is valued at $200. 200 bucks, y'all. And I paid $90 with shipping. So you get a little bit more than half off. And here's the B5. I am loving the B5. Now this is a little bit thinner of a B5, which isn't always a bad thing, because I'm sitting here thinking about it. I think I already, oh, like this one doesn't have foiling, so this is actually really gender neutral. Not that, you know, everybody doesn't like foiling, but I just think that does, oh, and both of them do have pockets. I didn't explain that, but I like the pockets, and it's like a thick material, so it's not, so it'll last. Okay, so this one is more of like, I guess they would say vegan leather. I don't know, but of course you have your little stationery, and then it almost has like the little rule lines here and here. Like, how cute is that? So cute. Of course, here's that. So I've been using this for my reading journal, a B5. I had a B5 picked out for my reading journal, but like the thickness of this might make this more appealing for me, because I can fill up a whole year. And here, sometimes when it has more pages, I might not use all the pages, but I really like the other one I had in mind. That's beside the point. Okay, so yeah, as I said, I priced everything on the site. Now, obviously not the identical things, because these are all exclusive to the subscription box, but like the same size notebooks and similar products. And I came up with a total of $200. But like I said, sometimes don't let the retail price and like the fact that you're saving over $100, don't let that alone kind of like force you into buying something, especially if finances are tight. So what I always say is just come up with how much would you pay for this 5-pack of dual tip pens. Write that down. How much would you realistically pay if you saw this composition style notebook on the Archer and Olive website? Would this be something that you would actually be tempted to pay full price for? Then write that down. If not, if you would only be tempted to pay 20 bucks for this, if you saw it on the website, then write that down. Same thing for this one. Now do remember that, you know, the B5 is a little bit bigger than the A5. So probably a little bit more, but it doesn't matter, because it's still, if you were willing to pay $20 for this and $20 for this, that's what you are willing to pay for it. Add it all up together. And if it comes up to what you would be paying for this entire box, then you're getting yourself a deal. So I added up my personal value of everything, and I actually came up with $89, and I paid $90. And that was with shipping. So it was like $80 plus the $10 for shipping and the $9 for shipping. So for me, it was a deal, because I was willing to pay a total of like $89 for everything individually. If I saw it on sale, I'd be like, yep, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. And that actually included the stickers, which I probably wouldn't add to cart. So I had a zero value on that one for me, and I'm getting those for free. So basically my $89 value included everything but one item. So that's how I personally decide whether or not subscription boxes of all types are worth the value, is I add my personal value to it and see if it's something that I'm willing to pay. And in this particular case, with this subscription box, this version of the subscription box, I think it was worth it for me. May not be worth it for you. Like I said, you have to take into account what you are willing to pay for each individual item and see if your price either meets or is better. The subscription box price either meets or is better than your personal value. And that's how you come up with whether or not it is worth it to you. So I don't know yet if the fall subscription box is going to be worth it to me, and I'll make that decision when it's time. So I may get it or I may skip it. I do have, like I said, I have one B5 in my stockpile, and I have 3 A5s in my stockpile, but I have been using bullet journals like crazy. I've been using bullet journals more than my planners, so I'm not mad about having them in my stockpile. Last year on Black Friday, I did stock up on a few journals, like deeply discounted, like $9 is what I mean by deeply discounted. However, I noticed the Archer and Olive stock this year has not been as plentiful. So that is another reason why I went with the subscription box, because I'm not sure that they're going to have those types of deals. I mean, of course, no one can know, can't foresee what's going to happen come November. It's just, I don't know that they have the stock this year that they did in the past to throw those kind of sales. So we'll see. But right now, I'm happy with what I have. I'm not going to hit cancel on the subscription box yet. I'm going to see what the next one has to offer before I make that decision. But there we go. With that all said, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. As always, if you are interested in any of these products or the subscription box, I would really appreciate it if you would consider using my link down in the description box. And if you want to buy any individual items like a notebook or washi tape or anything like that, you can use my discount code, which will save you 10%, but that does not work on subscription boxes, and it doesn't typically work on mystery boxes either, which no discount code will. All right, so with that all said, thank you again for tuning into this video, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.